What it do, No Chefs? It's your boy, No Chef DJ, and today I'm making some mulled wine, and I have some very special guests joining me from across the pond. Here we go.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one auto website. Hey!
Hey, fam!
Family. What up?
I'm Terrance.
I'm Harry.
And together we are Terrance and Harry.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're not too far from London. We're like 45 minutes outside by train.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A little bit more peaceful than the city.
You know, we're just 5 hours ahead of you over here.
Hey, Terrance and Harry.
Hey! Hello! How have you been?
I'm a subscriber of you guys.
I saw! You're so hype.
How y'all doing?
Pretty good. We're out of lockdown now in the UK, so we have a little more freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom.
I can't wait to see the vlogs of the stores there, just clothing, grocery, weird shit, whatever.
So today we're making some mulled wine, and Terrance found a recipe that's super simple, super easy. We're kind of adjusting how we need to or want to for the ingredients because some places don't have certain things. So Terrance, can you let us know what's in this mulled wine?
So you're gonna start off with this base. Honestly, any like full-bodied red wine will work. It could be dry even too. You know, any wine that you don't mind cooking up. So we're going for a Cab Sauv over here.
I got a red blend because I figured that would be kind of neutral. And I like the name of this one. It's called Lefty.
I like the design on
I
it
had
too.
it.
Oh, Harry's a lefty, so
You know, and I thought about that because I think Harry's a lefty, so this is appropriate.
yeah, thank you. Ship one of those over here.
The recipe calls for 3 cinnamon sticks.
You also need star anise.
Star anise.
Only 3 of those. Those are pretty potent. So
These are cool. It kind of smells like licorice, doesn't it?
it is. It'll bring like a licorice taste to it.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about licorice because I think licorice is quite disgusting. So
I don't enjoy even Twizzlers, like something that's meant to be a fake licorice. But I do like this mulled wine just a little bit. So I think 3 stars tops.
And then it asks for some cloves, whole cloves. We got six of those that go into this.
Yes.
And
Optional. We can't find any in the UK in the shops we've been to, but allspice. If you can get the allspice berries, that's my favorite holiday flavor.
Do you have the whole allspice or the powder?
I say the whole allspice is the best, but if you have the powder, go ahead and like sprinkle a little of that in there. Like do a dash of 3.
I like allspice. It's powerful, but it's so fragrant and so good.
So it just reminds me of like the holidays.
And then it's a 4th cup of honey. I got this organic, raw, unfiltered honey.
Oh, here you go.
Like an Instagram post or something. Unfiltered.
Hey, this is a local honey.
Your honey looks fancy.
Right?
Real fancy.
Get it, boo. Just down the road.
Locally sourced.
Support local,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
especially during this pandemic.
Exactly.
And then the recipe also calls for a 1/2 cup of brandy, but instead of brandy, I'm doing honey whiskey. Honey bourbon, excuse me.
That's gonna be so good.
Yeah, that sounds very nice.
This is a risk, but we're going for it. We're gonna add a spiced gingerbread rum to it.
Ooh, I dig that. I dig that.
It could work, or
It's
it
gonna
could
work.
bomb, but no risk, no reward.
It's gonna work. Before we get started on the recipe, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Since it's Christmas time and we're in the spirit of Christmas and it's vlogmas and we want to kind of get everybody in the holiday spirit. What is your favorite part about Christmas?
I think that's gonna be hard this year because I would say just seeing family,
It's like a cool reminder this year. It's definitely getting together with everyone, eating around a big table.
Yeah, but thank God for Zoom.
Yeah. And when you all have Christmas, is it a big Christmas? Is it a lot of people or is it pretty small?
whenever we're with Harry's family, it's pretty small, but still like very festive. Just like, and then like, we're all in the same like close quarters, so it does feel very
It's big
festive.
to us. We're just not a massive family.
But when we go to the States for my family, it's like rooms full of people.
Really?
These Haitians.
I love Haitians. I'm from Miami originally, so I grew up around a lot of Haitians. And then here, one of my good friends, Melanie, who you know, Melanie and Gabby, their family's Haitian. They're from Miami. And I mean, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, everything. It's just massive. It's massive amounts of food, massive amounts of family, loud, dancing, singing.
Oh, the music.
Yelling at kids.
Oh, man. And then like, the rum cake that you get.
Rum cake. The pork.
Griot.
Yeah, griot. Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
And then they make some really good mac and cheese too.
Yes. My aunt girl makes a bomb mac and cheese. And then if you can get some jumu around New Year's, that's like the best soup in the world.
What's the pickles? Pickles too?
Pickles, yeah. It's like I don't want to call it. It's like coleslaw without the cream, and if it was spicy.
Yeah, I love that stuff with the griot and the pickles and some hot.
And if you can get some jonjon, it's the black rice. It comes from a black mushroom.
What? I've never had that.
Oh, DJ, the next time, if you ever come to Philly, we're gonna go straight to my Aunt Gerlin's house.
I would love that.
Whenever you go from her, honestly.
I'm down for that.
It's so bomb.
So, with that being said, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you believe in. Happy nothing, that's what it is. Just happy day. Happy life. Y'all want to get started on this mulled wine?
Yes. So we're gonna set our ovens. I think just to a medium. It says, right?
Yeah, what's a medium-ish heat. I'm gonna go ahead and open my wine. You know, when I shop for wine, do you guys do like alcohol percentage versus price of the wine?
I do if it's 13% or more, and then I go by price. So if I can get a 13%, that's for like $6. We're good.
Absolutely. This is a 13%. I usually try to go for 14.5. I'll pay the extra $1 or $2, but I'm also not big on spending like $50 on a bottle of wine, you know?
And you know what? We used to work on a ship, and some of those really bougie bottles of wine don't even taste great.
No, they're terrible.
Yeah.
A lot of expensive stuff.
But if it's too dry, sometimes painful to drink.
All right, I'm gonna pour my wine in.
All right. Let me get to. Can you grab it? I'm getting over.
I don't know who's gonna drink this with me.
You're gonna have a really good rest of your day.
Is he coming over?
Not do anything for the rest of the day. And by the way, I'm eyeballing all of my measurements because that's just kind of what I do unless I'm baking, because I'm a terrible baker.
We saw your sweet potato video.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what makes them so good. Easy to follow.
But I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my orange here. So you're gonna do a whole orange, slice it up, leave some slices for a garnish for your glass or your cup or your mug. Yeah. And yeah, let's go ahead and chop.
Boy, this is a lot of orange for like putting the wine in the pot makes it look like such a little bit. All right, look at those slices. That's a pretty slice. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Dang, fancy.
Have you already put your honey in?
I haven't put my honey in yet, but I'm going to now. Some honey. Here we go. It says 1/4 cup. All right. Here goes a 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just counted to 8, and that was my 4th.
I'm gonna use like 4 teaspoons. That's a fourth, right?
I like honey. Do you like honey?
It's my favorite now.
Really? You know what's really delicious? I don't know if you're a cheese eater, but brie cheese or goat cheese on a baguette with some honey on top. Ah, so good.
Have you ever had Parmesan, like the hard Parmesan with honey on it?
No,
That's bomb.
I love Parmesan. I love any cheese, stinky cheese, moldy cheese.
I can't with cheese. Are you lactose intolerant?
Yeah, cheese doesn't really like me, but I likes the cheeses, you know?
I used to think I hated cheese, and then someone had to point out, like, well, you like pizza and you like cheeseburgers. And it's like, oh, I hate like cold cheese.
Cheese and
But
crackers.
if it's melted cheese, I love it.
Like queso?
Like queso, like mac and cheese.
Queso is great. All right, so now I'm gonna put my bourbon in there. And it says half a cup, but I'm a heavy pourer, so. Ooh. That was like half a bottle.
Oh, I'm so worried.
Oopsie daisy.
That smells good though. Yeah.
Now, gonna add my other ingredients here. Are you guys putting your whole orange in there or just a few slices?
We forgot, and so we put most of it in there, and then we saved one for the garnish.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Man, I love the colors and the textures. This orange in here looks so cool to me. And the shapes.
I love when the star anise is floating in it.
Ah, yeah.
Geometric.
I dig it.
6 cloves, 3 star anise.
That's how mine looks. I wish you guys could see how mine looks. All right.
Check these out.
It's already smelling like Christmas.
It feels like Christmas, just like Christmas.
Gorgeous.
All right, I'm putting mine on the stove over here. I'm gonna let it get to a Is yours cooking yet?
Slowly. We have an electric stove over here, so.
Oh, boogie woogie woogie. Mine is over there getting heated up too. But while we wait, I'm gonna take a shot of this honey whiskey.
Nice. Ooh, you want to do a shot at the gingerbread?
I'm gonna chase it with a orange wedge.
Ooh.
And for those of you out there who may be wondering why I'm taking a shot at 1 something in the afternoon, it's because I'm not on my time, I'm on UK time.
He is international, okay?
Right now.
You're at 6 p.m. right now, not 1 p.m.
Prime time, party time. Cheers.
All right, what are we cheersing to?
Cheers into a happy holiday. We're cheersing to family and friends, and we're cheersing to being able to connect and love on each other, even through Zoom. And I'm so thankful that y'all agreed to do this with me. So I love you guys.
Looking out.
Cheers.
We appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I don't take shots back anymore. I'm too old for that, DJ.
That was smooth. How's that gingerbread?
It tastes good.
It's like a licorice. No, not licorice.
It almost tastes like a mixed drink.
That's yummy.
Ooh, delish.
Oh, mine is boiling. Boiling! All right, I think that's too much boil. All right.
Reduce that thing to medium low.
I've reduced mine to medium low. And it's smelling really good. It's very fragrant already.
Nice. Yeah, ours is still not boiling yet, but we're gonna turn ours all the way up and then turn it down.
So while we wait for yours to start boiling, I have another question. Was there ever been a Christmas where you just didn't enjoy it, like where it was just a crappy Christmas experience?
Absolutely. I don't know about you, but around like 13, you know, like 12 or 13, where like the adults don't really know what to get you anymore. So I got like cargo pants, and it was like before you like getting clothes, it was, yeah. And then not all the family got together, and it didn't snow that year, so it felt like very anti-Christmas.
Yeah.
It was like a depressing Christmas.
Mhm.
And I was in the closet, but then one of my cousins was like questioning if I was gay, so it was like
It's a lot going on.
it was a lot going on. It was
very heavy emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Gary?
My worst Christmas was when I was working on the ship and I was doing hairdressing at the time, and I had a fully booked day from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. or about 9 p.m. really, and I just worked flat out, client back to back. And then I got down to the mess for dinner, and I was like rushed to have dinner, and it was like this awful curry. I was like, yeah, it was just bad, and I had to eat it at a dirty table. I remember I just went back to my cabin and cried. Cried for half an hour I had to go back to work to then tidy up until 10 p.m. That was pretty bad.
I think my worst Christmas was when I felt like in hindsight it was a migraine, but I had the worst headache, and it was probably one of my last Christmases I remember with my grandpa. And this was one of the Christmases where we had more than a few people over, and there were like a few kids over, and I was just in my room in the dark crying because I could not, even if I tried to come out of my room to say hi, my head was just, it was like somebody was in there just kicking it I couldn't enjoy my toys, couldn't enjoy food, couldn't enjoy the light. So I was just like in the dark in my room crying. I was probably like 13, 12 or 13.
Yeah, maybe the same Christmas for us sucked.
Pretty bad. Do y'all have any plans this Christmas?
No.
It's up in the air, isn't it?
Yeah, well, in the UK, they've made it so up to 3 households can meet, but that's just really tricky with us because there's like 4 households. So we're thinking maybe not meeting at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to disclude someone, a whole house.
Yeah.
A whole family. And we've got each other, whereas they need each other, the rest of the family.
So, yeah, we're figuring it out. We might go away and visit, go to like an Airbnb or something to make it feel special. But yeah, I feel like we've already had the worst Christmas we could have had being on the ship. And so everything other than that, yeah.
Being together's good enough. We didn't even know if that was going to happen.
Yeah.
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 Can y'all share a little bit about your YouTube channel and what, how people can find you? I have your description in the link below. But tell the folks out there, Santa Claus!
Yeah, well, we'll give DJ the information for our handle. But yes, if you search Terrance and Harry, you can find our page.
It was actually Santa Claus.
For real?
Amazon.
Oh.
21st century Santa Claus.
Someone was saying like Jeff Bezos has all the information he needs to actually be Santa Claus. He knows your wish list. He has drones. He be Santa and like drop off a gift.
I mean, he has the money to supply gifts for everyone in the world. I'm pretty sure
he can afford it. So
sorry to interrupt you all. Can you tell us about your channel? Tell us what it's called, and then I'll put the link below.
Yeah, our channel is called Terrance and Harry. Harry's in the back, tending to our mulled wine. But yeah, you can find us on Instagram at Transatlantic Passion. And our channel is just about our day-to-day life, being a couple and being long distance and dealing with our visa. But yeah, also like the joys of our day-to-day with our wonderful doggy Bruno.
Yeah.
We love getting involved in all the fun.
Yeah. And ultimately where we want to end up is just like once all the travel bans are lifted, we're all about traveling. So yeah. If we can get to a place where we can be traveling freely to our like dream destinations and take you guys with us, that is like the goal.
I'll meet y'all wherever.
Now we'll be showing you our DIYs and our dog walks.
Y'all, I met Terrance in high school when I was 16, and we were doing a show called Les Miserables. If you're familiar.
Yeah.
The Broadway Series South and Wake County Public Schools. And Terrance was probably one of the sweetest, kindest, warmest, most talented people in that cast. And we hit it off, and we would just sit during rehearsals. We would sit in the theater with our other friend Emily and just like sing to each other, like riff and like do little runs and just talk about our dreams and goals and stuff. So it's
I would love to hear the crusty runs I was doing back then.
well, I mean, crusty, like drag through the mud crust, like bad.
But oh man, I just remember DJ always had this star presence on stage though, like natural, just oozing.
I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
And that's what the beauty of it was.
I was so scared.
Magnetic.
That audition process was crazy. It was like we were auditioning for American Idol. I mean, the line was wrapped around the building. I stood in line for either 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
And there was there was hundreds of kids that came out to audition for this.
It's like our whole school system, babe. So like every school within Wake County, which there's probably like 12, you can go in and audition for it on a Saturday, but it will take the whole day.
I didn't know the auditions were like that for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it
like
was serious business. It was.
We go to the same high school. Yeah.
It was wild. It was my first time experiencing anything like that, and I didn't know that. I remember them passing out these forms to write out like the role you wanted and like what high school you go to, all that stuff. And I was just standing there like, I don't know nothing about this show. I asked the girl in front of me. I was like, what role should I go for? She was like, do you sing high or low? I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I just put what she said. I don't know what role she said, but that's how clueless I was. And then I get into the audition process and I sing my song. And then my mom, later on, I'm like, Mom, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I was doing. She's like, DJ, you're going to get in. And I read the cast list and I was like, I'm Thenardier. I don't know what that means.
A huge cast too.
Oh, the cast was like 75 kids. And it was awesome. Man, what a cool, unique experience to have at that age with that amount of people. And I mean, Terrance Mann directing it.
Yeah, it started off with Lauren Kennedy and then Terrance Mann came in. But to be in high school and then have all these adults take you so seriously, and adults that are like in the field doing it. Like they literally have Broadway shows they're coming from. And then they're like guiding you and then like looking at the potential in you and being like, yes, you can do this. That I don't know if I'd be, well, I don't live in New York right now, but I don't think I would have moved to New York to pursue it or any of that stuff if not for that program. Oh, man.
So has it been 10 minutes?
I think so.
Oh. Yes, my thing just beeped.
And ours looks good.
Yeah, ours is
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we're gonna.
I need to find a mug. I'm gonna use this glass here because I like it. I'm gonna get a ladle. This is not the appropriate kind of glassware for this, y'all. So don't pay attention to me. Do it in a mug, but I wanted to do it in a glass so you can just see how it looks. I went to bartending school. Don't remember much, but you know, it's all good. All right, let's try it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I think that gingerbread rum works.
How's the gingerbread flavor?
It works.
Like balances out all the other.
I could use a little more honey, I think.
Wow. I think the flavor's good. I probably would do without the star anise. Not my favorite. And I probably do the allspice, whole allspice next time. I like this. I feel like I want to be like next to the fire with a blanket.
it really works for us right now because it's like dark out and we could go out and start a fire. But you still have a few hours to go.
It's okay. I'm on y'all's time.
International. Abroad.
What's your 1 out of 10 of this?
I give this, I don't know, I think I give it a 7 because I could definitely see how we can improve it. Definitely with the allspice, I think it'd be like a solid 9.
I agree.
I'm not the biggest lover of mulled wine, but this one's like mild. I like it. Probably about 7 as well.
I like it too. I think the honey bourbon, it was a good decision. But like I said, I'd leave out the star anise because I don't think that's, I can't get down with the flavor, but I appreciate the texture and the look of it, you know?
I love the look of it, but it's giving me like leather.
Pleather, even leather, pleather. So I give it a 7 too, Terrance. And maybe what I could do is instead of actually using the star anise to boil in here, I can use it just as a garnish to float on top, just for the look.
That's a good idea. Put it in very last.
I mean, and the star anise is only 99 cents, you guys. I found these ingredients. Even my wine was only like $9. But the star anise you can find at like local grocery stores. Get the Badia or Badiati brand. 99 cents for that. They have 99-cent cinnamon sticks. They have 99-cent star anise and whole cloves. So this could be made for a really low budget. I mean, you can get an orange for 50 cents, you know? So overall for this, including the bourbon or whatever kind of alcohol you use, that's your price range. But you can do this for under 20 bucks. You can do this for under 20 bucks if you really want to. You could do
it serves maybe like 8. I'd say you could serve, if you're trying to do this for a party.
And it has an impact at a party, I think. It's like a,
It does.
I guess it's the wrong year for parties, but
2020, the year of no parties.
for your household.
But I love you guys.
I love you too, DJ.
And
thanks for having us. It's so nice meeting your No Chefs.
yeah, No Chefs, go follow them, go subscribe, go check out their channels, go give them some watches and some likes and some comments because we're all in this together and their content is awesome. So don't miss out on that.
Appreciate
that. Being said, Hakuna Matiti. All right, y'all be good and take care of yourselves and be well. And let's do this again next month.
Yes.